Hi, this is Dr. Martina, your sexuality expert. And today we're not as much going to do, I don't want to do a learning lesson, but this is actually a cry for help. My question to you is, how do we move on as a sexual being past the Me Too movement? First of all, I want to make sure there's one thing I want to make clear. I'm very excited and very grateful that I get to witness the Me Too movement, and that women are saying stop to the sexual treatment that we have endured up until now for centuries. This is not just the last 20, 30 years. It's been going on for a long time. So I'm excited for that. And I'm also painfully aware what is happening out there. The bridge between the male and the object of his sexual desire, the female, is broken. There's no way that we can, at this point, I mean, how do we move forward from it? For centuries, men have been treating women sexually, mistreating them. There has never been an equality, a sexual equality between the two genders. What we tried to do in the 70s, with the sexual revolution, we finally got to tell them that, we want to have an orgasm too. But the treatment has not changed at all. Now we're living in a time where sexual mistreatment from the male to the female is not okay anymore. Totally ignoring the fact the need for consensuality in a sexual act is not okay anymore. So that is our issue. This is really a problem, because how does a man these days, how does he approach a woman? How does he tell her, I would like to have sex with you, I would like to be romantic with you? How is that conversation happening? How does a woman do the same thing? How does she go to a male and says, how do I, maybe approaches him for a one-night stand, maybe approaches him for a sexual relationship, emotional relationship? How are those conversations happening? According to the tension that I'm feeling out there, they're not happening. Now the women, if I talk to some of my straight friends, the women are telling me that the women come on to them, just like they did before, but they cannot react to it anymore, because if they do what the women do to them, they will be in jail. So that is a problem. So what are we going to do? I think we need to build a bridge together. I think we need to, first of all, we need to heal ourselves. If we have had experiences with men that have not been ideal, that have been painful, some have been brutal, we have to do that healing. We can do it alone, we can do it in a group, but we have to do that healing, because without that, we cannot have the conversation. That is apparent right now, the way the women are reacting, the way I'm reacting. So I have to also make sure that my peace is there and that I can heal from it, so I can move on and I can start from scratch. So healing. Secondly, we have to have a dialogue. We actually have to talk to each other. To that dialogue, we have to bring understanding, acceptance. And then we also have to have an intention, the intention to really do this the right way, and to do it differently, because we have not built this bridge, ever, between the two sexes. There has never been, well, I probably can't say never, but for a long time there hasn't been there's been an inequality, a sexual inequality between the genders. So we have to build it differently. We have to change, and we're going to be challenged, because if you're not being challenged, then you're not changing. But I you know, we can't do this alone. We have to do this together. So I want to be this positive voice. I want to start a conversation, but I need to hear from you. I need to hear from you with your questions, with your frustrations, with your concerns. I want to hear from men. I want to hear from women. I've also heard from my gay male friends that consensuality or consent is sexy. So the conversation is happening there too. So let's do this right. Please let me hear from you. Thank you.